Alrighty, watch fans, time for another Hotness pick, and I've really got to say I'm doubly excited about this watch. Why? Because it is a Jim Skelton original design, collaboration with Liang of Android watches, USA built, Strider Hyperdive, not drive. Don't think that Star Battle kind of movie there. This is the Hyperdive because it is a dive watch. Now, many of you wanted all the specs at the very beginning of the video, so that's what I'm going to do. Then in a moment we're going to dive, no pun intended, deeper into the watch and everything that is there. But what you're looking at is one of two options that are available to you. This is going to be the black IP version. And then if I can just smoothly scroll over here and then have the camera focus very quickly, you're going to see the stainless steel version. The only real difference that you are going to find between the two is the plating. Okay? Just going to come back over here. So what are you getting in this particular timepiece? Case diameter, about 46 millimeters in case diameter, large dial opening. It is going to wear very well. It is powered by the 24 jewel Miyota 9015 three-hand automatic movement. Speaking of the hands, custom hands, especially you'll see the minute hand. This is done to imitate a knife blade. You've got a custom hand here on the smoothly sweeping second hand. Everything is done in Super Luminova, a double helping of Super Luminova. It is going to be two different versions now. Everything on both of these is going to show in the white. You've got green or C3 Super Luminova and blue or BGW9 Super Luminova. Double helping. If you scroll down below this, you can see a variety of beauty shots, all done by Jim Skelton, and we'll blow that up. I'll dive into more detail on the Super Luminova. You've also got the Super Luminova that's been done on the custom unidirectional rotating bezel. Two different colors that are taking place here. On the dial itself, to make it even more expensive, you've got a antique texturized sandwich dial, meaning the dial is two pieces with cutouts. The Super Luminova, even around the hour markers, are done in two different colors, as well as Super Luminova in the S for Strider. Strider being Jim's second son, the name of his son. He's named after that. What else do we have going on? You're going to get a multi-link bracelet that has been done on this timepiece, 5-piece multi-link bracelet, about 24 millimeters or so wide. Let me slide out just a little bit. We'll take up more of a look at that in just a few moments. Then, in the custom packaging, which will serve as a travel box, you are going to get a genuine leather strap with the white contrast stitching, and then you're going to get what I really like and was impressed by, the ZULU style strap that has been done on this as well, with the custom buckle, same custom buckle that is on the leather strap. I'll get that out of the way. You've got a dual push button clasp that's been done on there with an adjustable diver's wetsuit extension, which is very, very cool the way that they have done this. So at $385, you're looking at an incredible discount on this 500-meter water-resistant timepiece. Numbered limited edition of only 500 made for the world, and that is in all three dial configurations or plating configurations, however you want to look at it, only two of which are available, this one and the stainless steel. Please note that is not 500 per dial, that is 500 in total. USA built, meaning Liang finished most of the parts on this particular timepiece. I don't think he did the crystals, but the vast majority of all components produced by Liang shipped to the United States and USA built and assembled. The Miyota 9015 24 jewel movement operating at 28,800 vibrations per hour will be adjusted to plus or minus 5 seconds per day of accuracy before it ships out to you. So that's what we've got going on. That is the fast look We're going to take a deeper look and jump into this a little bit more so you know everything that you're getting. But for those of you that just wanted the quick overview, right at the beginning of the video, there you go. Let's take a deeper look. All right, watch fans, now that we've got the really rushed overview out of the way, I wanted to really kind of, again, no pun intended, dig into this particular timepiece. I went with the very classic look of the black and the stainless for this particular more in-depth review, because there really is an awful lot to talk about on this timepiece. Again, if you want to see the beauty shots, scroll further down on the page. You can see Jim Skelton's obviously gorgeous photography. There's about 20 images that you can pop open on the screen and take a deeper look. But as I said, on this particular timepiece, dimensions-wise, you're looking at about a 46 millimeter timepiece. Again, remember, we measure our timepieces, if you happen to be new, this way or this way. Okay, not this way. If you do want to measure it this way, it is 51 millimeters, by the way, including the screw down crown, because the watch is 500 meters water resistant, and it's about 52 millimeters from lug to lug going this way. So a good sized timepiece and wears larger than the 46 millimeters would have you believe. I'd wear this watch all day long. It's about 16 millimeters or so in thickness. We'll show you that in just a moment. And about 300 grams unsized on the stainless steel bracelet, which is how it is going to ship to you. Now, one of the most important things about this watch is the movement inside it. It is from Miyota. It is the 9015 automatic. That's a 24 joule automatic three-hand movement with your standard date display on this particular case at the 3 o'clock position, operating at 28,800 vibrations per hour. So you can see the red, almost tipped, not quite tipped, it's not fully at the end, but very easy to spot, very smoothly sweeping second hand that has been done on there. This is a movement. If you haven't seen some of my other videos of the Hotness picks we've done that included the Miyota 9015, this is a movement that easily competes with the ETA 2824 three-hand automatic movement. And really, because of a lot of things that I've already gone into, I'm not going to jump into that here, but if you have questions, send me an email, info@hotnesspicks.com. I'll be happy to answer them. But really does compete at a level with the ETA 2892, which is very much the upscale version of that. And keep in mind, Wing is not planning, Wing Liang of Android does not have a new watch coming out with the 9015 until, what is it, 2016. So it's going to be a full year before we see that. Now, a double heaping dose of Super Luminova. Now, I know a lot of you folks are really into the Lume, and then of course as a tool diver, that is going to be a very important aspect. So Super Luminova, everything is white on both versions, this one and the black IP. Now the black is really only going to give you the only difference there. That's it. Everything else is going to be the same. Everything shows as white. And when I say everything, I'm talking about the hands, I'm talking about the hour markers, and I'm also talking about the bezel insert. Again, scroll down below this video, you can pop up some beautiful Lume images. But what's happening here is there's two types of Super Luminova. The C3, which is going to glow green, and the BGW9, which is going to glow blue. Now, what's green, what's blue, if you don't want to wait for that? This quarter marking, the diver's scale, so to speak, all of these dashes, as well as the 15, are done in blue. Everything else on the bezel insert, everywhere you see the white, the numerals, the markings, whatever the case may be, is going to glow green. Your hands are going to glow green. Now, the dial on this is a sandwich style dial, meaning the top level of the dial has that antique textured finish. The dial underneath is done in the Super Luminova. So the markers themselves from underneath are going to glow blue, and then they are outlined in the green. Also, the S for Strider, and Strider Watch Limited, is going to glow blue as well. What I'm going to try and do if I can, is turn this just a little bit so you get an idea. Now the images will show that to you more so, but you'll be able to see the depth in the cutouts. Speaking of the hands, notice in particular the second hand, which of course is now in a position. There we go. I just unscrewed the crown there. So what you're going to see is a knife style custom hand that has been done on this. If you don't follow Jim much, he is very big into knives, obviously, doing some designs and having a lot of fun with that. He incorporated that into this timepiece as well. And then of course you've also got the second hand that is still smoothly sweeping here. That is going to be custom designed as well. Now, one of the other things I really want to tell you about I was impressed with is this unidirectional rotating bezel. It is one of the best built bezels that I have really ever felt. I mean, it's amazing the design that he's done on this. And you've also got the shark fin edge that's been done on this particular timepiece as well. Now I said it was about 16 millimeters or so in thickness. Let me go ahead and turn this a little bit so you can see a profile shot. It also does have that custom screw down crown with the logo that has been done in that timepiece. We'll give it a full turn around here. Here's the 24 millimeter wide 5-piece multi-link bracelet that your timepiece is going to ship on. Okay, assembled with screws, and you do get custom tools for the sizing that's on that. There'll actually be 3 tools that are in there, so you can size your bracelet, you can adjust on the clasp, whatever it is that you need to do, as well as change out the custom screws that have been done in the lug area. Now, why is that important? Here you can see the other side of the timepiece. Why is that important? Well, because each one of your timepieces is going to ship with a leather strap, and I'm just going to drop that in real quick right here so you can see. Textured white contrast stitching, custom Strider buckle, which I really like the buckle. They did a nice, and I know it sounds kind of weird to say that, but you know, if you get into watches enough, you really want to look at that. Now, if we flip this around, again, we talk about, and I'm sorry, this is messing up. There we go. We've talked about the stitching before, right? Uniformity of the stitching, the spacing, all of that. This is a very well done leather strap. It is somewhat of a thick strap as we take a look at it here, but very little break-in time. Now, what you're also going to get is a ZULU style nylon strap. Let me slide that into the shot as well. Again, this is buckle style. This is not a nylon strap with the Velcro. Your watch is going to be very secure not only on the strap but on the wrist. And again, done an awesome job. Same style buckle that has been done on the leather strap will be repeated here as well. And then of course you've got the reinforced tongue side of the strap, and I'm talking about the individual holes that have been done on that. That is going to come in a custom package, which is going to make it very easy to travel. You've got your tools, for instance. Here is one of those tools that I speak of right here. Now, what else do we have going on with this particular timepiece? Solid case back, which is going to be important because only 500 of these watches have been made for the world. Okay, not 500 per dial or per color option, but 500 in total spread across 3 timepieces. Okay, that is a very expensive way to be able to do this, and especially at $385. Because look, guys, when a lot of you are into the tool style divers, right? The Helsons, the Armida, H2O, Bochette, all of those different brands and many, many more. And as Jim has talked about and is referenced in the quote that I got from him that you'll see on this page as well, you're typically looking at a price range of about $700 or so up to about $1,000. And yes, you can spend more than $1,000. You can get up to like, you know, $1,100, $1,200 without trying to, you know, having too much of a difficulty in doing so. This is going to be $500 to $550 everywhere else that you've seen this, on their website, other places that it's been sold at. Now we're going to get the opportunity to bring in the entire package before they are completely sold out, because remember, what does a numbered limited edition mean? It means once they're done, they're done. You will not see any more of these watches again. So $385 compared to the $500 or $550 price point that you would normally get these at, and then look at the $700 to $1,000, $1,100, $1,200 range that you can easily spend on a watch like this. Incredible deal. This is the entire package. Now, USA built. There's a great image of that is down there, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get this on the screen. What does that mean? Well, if you know Android, because we do a lot of the Hotness picks with Wing Liang and Android, he has his own facility in Hong Kong. He builds almost every component on this timepiece in his factories with his people that he's trained. Those parts are then sent to the USA, and Wing's watchmakers here in the USA build this timepiece. So it is USA built. It does have that on the dial at the 6 o'clock position. So you are supporting a USA built product, which is kind of nice that they're doing that. And remember, not only are they going to build that here in the US, they are going to tune this, adjust this to plus or minus 5 seconds per day in accuracy once it arrives there. Now, the other thing that I want to be able to show you is the clasp that has been done on this, just very, very quickly. So if you'll pardon me, I am going to slide this off the stand and then show this to you this way. Now, it does open up the other way. So you do get the wishbone style or scissor clasp style that's been done on this, which is, again, a more expensive way to be able to do that than the full tang. I'm going to go ahead and close that up. Now, the other set of push buttons that you see here are the diver's extension. Now, I'm not a dive watch expert. I don't claim to be. I own a lot of diver slash diver style timepieces. Most of the wetsuit extensions I've seen are you just open them up like this, and you get this extension. Now that's cool to have, okay, so you can see what's going on here. This one is adjustable, meaning if you only need that much, you've got it. Maybe you need that much, or that much, or all the way out. So you can adjust this to various levels, even if it's just that much. So if you unfortunately happen to live someplace like Minnesota that I finally got out of, yay, where it gets down to like below freezing, below zero, all those sorts of things, your wrist swells, which can happen down here in the summertime here in Florida as well. It's very easy to be able to adjust this however you need it. It's so well done. The bracelet on this is magnificent. I'm just going to put this back on the stand here if I can very quickly. Pardon my big fat fingers. And bring this back in where you can see that. And actually I'm going to turn it back around so we can wrap up this video here very quickly. I always feel like I'm forgetting something. I get so excited and I'm so ready to go. It's like, but what you are going to see here is a beautifully done bracelet. I know this is how most of you are probably going to wear this timepiece for the most part. Doesn't pinch, doesn't grab, it is fluid like you wouldn't believe, and it is a 5-piece multi-link bracelet assembled with screws. And again, this is one of the tools that you will get for sizing your timepiece. Let me turn this back around and just run through everything just so you can understand the true value that you're getting here. Now, Super Luminova, more expensive. Sapphire crystal, more expensive. 500 meters water resistant, more expensive. Sandwich style dial, more expensive with the texture. 2 different colors of Super Luminova done in a double heaping dose, and if you don't believe me, scroll down, look at the images that Jim took. More expensive. 5-piece multi-link bracelet, more expensive. Super Luminova in the unidirectional bezel insert, more expensive. Miyota 9015, more expensive. Adjusted to 5 seconds per day, plus or minus 5 seconds per day, more expensive. Custom hands, more expensive. Do you see where I'm going with this? Custom packaging, more expensive. Bracelet, leather strap, ZULU strap, more expensive, more expensive, more expensive. Custom divers extension on the bracelet, more expensive. I mean, on and on and on we could go. If you want to see the custom packaging that's been done on this, again, scroll down. Unfortunately, I don't have the setup, and all my new stuff for setting up a video studio got delayed. I was supposed to have it today. Now I'm not going to have it till Monday, but that's okay. The next video will have that. We'll keep going. But again, more expensive, more expensive, more expensive, more expensive, and only producing 500 of these watches. Total, remember, that's not per execution. One execution's totally gone. So you've got this stainless steel and the black, and only doing 500 spread across 3 watches instead of making 1,500 of them is hugely expensive to be able to do. So what I've got to tell you is that $385 price point is a steal. Grab this while you can. Thanks for taking a look at this particular timepiece. Thank you, Jim Skelton and Liang for making this available. Scroll down, you can see the beauty shots. Make your decision on which color that you want, but this Jim Skelton original I think is going to go quickly. Thanks for taking a look. We'll see you in about a week.